Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
News First Ramesh Bandara, who is on the Gammat, the Gamin Gammata Vaven Vavata program, filed this special report.
For centuries, the waters of the Vidani River nourished the fields of Veggie Ranavira and his forefathers. However, he stares out at this magnificent creation with a quaking heart today. Ranavira is the man behind the successful, lush paddy fields of this area. He is the Vele Vidane in charge of this area. His responsibilities as Vele Vidane are to ensure that the water from the tank is released in a timely fashion to all paddy fields in the area and to ensure the continuation of this magnificent creation. However, the future seems dark for Ranavira and his paddy fields.
Vidane කියන්නේ මේ වැවේ වෙලේ ඇලවේලි සුද්ධ කරන හොරුවේ වතුර ටික නිකුත් කරන එයා ඒ වතුර ටික නියඟේ කාලෙට බෙදලා දෙන එයාට තමයි පිදානේ කියන්නේ. ඒක දැන් මේ පැරණි හිටපු කට්ටිය තමන්ගේකම ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන නෑදෑකම් නැති කරගන්න නැතුව නීතිමය ක්‍රමයකට ගියේ නෑ උසාවි ආරෙමි. ඉතින් අදටත් ඒ ක්‍රමය තමයි දිගටම යන්නේ. ඒක නිසා මේ තිබුණු වේලි පද්ධතිය අසද්දනවා, පාරවල් කපලා අසද්දනවා, ඒවා කෙරෙන්නේ ඒක නිසා. දැන් ඒවට අපි රාජකාරී කෙරුවොත් අපේ මලමිණියක් බලන්න අඩු ගානේ එන්නේ නැහැ.
You know that the civilization has been evolved with time. It has taken a very long time. And the people and the leadership, everything in the system has been evolved, taking a lot of time and trial and error with bitter experience. If there is any kind of sudden appearance of leadership from the outside or maybe from the inside, if it happens, that what will be the impact? It can be negative, it can be positive, but it will take some time to get evolved the system again to a sustainable level. So that is what happened here, the Vidani system, and also the conversion from Vidani system to the present government intervened officers. For example, cultivation officer, for example, water controlling officers. At the same time, there are a lot of external influences from the modern world. So these happen all of a sudden. So the system cannot tolerate that. That is the reason for the collapse.
Maybe it's time for Sri Lanka to provide more importance to our ancient traditions to bring about a revival in Sri Lanka's Vava-based culture. Ramesh Bandara, News First.
Following our reports yesterday on the proposal to build 2 new coal power plants in Sampur and Nurachole, 4 environmental organizations have supported the News First findings by issuing a response to the cabinet proposal.
The environmental organizations are the Rainforest Protectors of Sri Lanka, the Wildlife and Nature Protection Society, the Federation of the Environmental Organizations and the Centre for Environmental Justice. The organizations say it has noted inherent issues and contradictions in the recent joint cabinet paper outlining the diversification of the energy mix in Sri Lanka's long-term generation plan. The last point of the cabinet paper, which purports to plan carbon sequestration through the creation of new carbon sink forests, raises grave concerns, particularly in the current atmosphere of rapid deforestation raging through Sri Lanka and the lack of enforcement of environmental laws to mitigate it. It would require planting approximately 36,000 hectares of new forests to sequester the carbon annually emitted by the 2 power plants. The organization says in the recent past, the government of Sri Lanka claimed to target increasing forest cover by 3%, but in fact has lost 1% since then. Moreover, a newly planted forest takes decades to mature into a carbon sink, and by that time the world would have largely phased out coal altogether.
When signed the agreement with the UNFCCC, we have agreed that 4% of the greenhouse emission will be reduced by 2020. So when we start putting 2 coal power plants, so definitely so we are violating that agreement. The Ceylon Electricity Board, when they promote coal power, they say they're going to use clean coal. So when other alternatives are coming, the coal industry use this clean coal to justify what they are doing across the world. But in everywhere, though the clean coal is equally producing greenhouse gases, which is not a solution for the climate change.